And as always, I'm joined in the box.
Check.
And I'm joined in the box here with Marvin Dillon. And Merv, good afternoon to you once again. And we are here for the second semi-final with the news. Alma Safi from Afghanistan is already in.
Yeah, they batted beautifully. Good afternoon to everybody.
So we are all set here. We get the signal from umpire Samuels. And we could be on our way here. Gajanan Singh will be the man on strike.
Young Singh, I actually bowled a few balls against him. Pretty handy, very talented young man. Was really impressed with the few times I saw him bat. So it would be interesting to see if he would be getting and to get off in this innings.
Yes, Merv, Gajanan Singh would have started his junior career having represented Guyana at the regional junior level and then went on to play for the West Indies. Would have been on the same West Indies on the 19th side with the likes of Kyron Pollard and Sunil Narayan at one point, and then, of course, went on to play senior cricket for Guyana. So he's very watchful of the first ball, as Santoki certainly is a very crafty customer.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good competition here. Something that I said to Young Singh, I don't see any reason why you're not involved at the first class level. He has all the shots, very talented, and I think it's just to channel that. And something that he can really go on to do good things because he has the talent, definitely.
Just check it. Can you hear me?
So he gets on inside edge and will run away towards the fine leg boundary. Streaky but effective, Merv. Sometimes it doesn't matter how they come. They're off to a good start. They're 4 without loss.
Yeah, we all need a bit of luck sometimes. So that should get him off. A bit unfortunate there for Santoki, but some luck for Gajanan Singh.
Certainly, Merv, on another day, that will be dragged onto the stumps. But today, it passes the stump, passes rammed in, and it goes away for 4. So relatively a good start here from Gajanan Singh. And, of course, the scorebook will never reflect what kind of shot it was.
No, it doesn't say that, not at all. It just says 4 runs, right?
And cricket has always been a numbers game. So whatever brings the numbers up are good, and whatever brings the numbers down, certainly not good. Gajanan Singh off and running here. He's on 5. And bring Jaskaran Malhotra, who has had a good domestic record here on American soil. But I was telling him last night that he was in the commentary box. He has set such a high bar for himself that in as much he's got 20s and he's got a couple of 30s in this tournament, by his standard, this is not a good series for him.
Definitely, and like I said, the talent that he carries, I know he would be disappointed thus far and would definitely want to cash in, probably help his team to go to the finals.
So Santoki with 5 in the over so far. Ball going down the leg side, a diving rammed in. Oh, caught behind. So a wicket falls here. Jaskaran goes without scoring. Second ball. And Ramdin does all the rest.
As we were just saying, the luck. This one is edged down the leg side and he's out caught. So a bit of a strangle there for Santoki, but I'm sure he'll accept that.
Certainly, and certainly the catch taken by a world-class keeper. Dinesh Ramdin has been around international cricket for some time. He plays all 3 formats for the West Indies and have led the West Indies on many occasions. So a regulation wicketkeeper catch. And Dinesh Ramdin over the years, Merv, in as much as he has been in and out of the West Indies team from time to time, but wicket-keeping-wise, there's not a better wicket-keeper in the Caribbean from a wicket-keeping standpoint as better than Dinesh Ramdin.
Definitely. Dinesh has shown what he can do. I think, when you look at the whole concept, he definitely is the number one as far as, if you have a half a cricket brain, you would look and see that's the guy that should be in the job. Unfortunately, he has been in and out. Sometimes because he hasn't been as consistent with the bat. But the talent, I certainly believe he can play as a batsman as well. So he has the talent and just probably a bit more consistency in his efforts. And he can go on to play for quite a number of years. That is, Mr. Brown has anything to do with it.
So, yes, Merv, you're right on that. But point taken that these days, and especially in one-day international 50-over cricket and T20 cricket, you're looked upon as the wicketkeeper of choice when you start coming good with the bat, and not necessarily as being a specialist keeper these days.
Yeah, I think Mr. Dujon would have started that trend. So when you're a wicketkeeper, you're expected to contribute with the bat.
So Akeem Dotson comes out here at 5 for 1 as a number 3 batsman. Merv, it's not a good thing to be batting batting a ball that has only bowled 4 times. So he strokes this one up towards the offside. The ball knocked down there, and he will have to wait before he gets off the mark. So I remember just a couple of nights ago, we saw 22 yards just scampering to put pads on.
It's a funny game, so you always have to keep posted, keep your eyes on the game, because it can change really, really quickly.
So it's 5 for 1. They have lost the wicket of Jaskran Malhotra. Dismissed for a duck. Malhotra dismissed for what they would call a golden duck. Marv?
Yeah.
While,
you don't want to see too many of those. It's never a nice feeling.
And while the name sounds very nice, golden duck, it essentially means that you've gotten a first ball duck, and I understand if you got a second ball duck, it's called a silver duck, and a third ball duck, a bronze duck.
Well, it goes like the Olympics, I guess. Huh? That's the effort to try and get the sport into the Olympics.
Yes, Marvin. Actually, speaking of the Olympics and athletic, last night during the halftime, we saw 2 of the players. Big argument outside the stadium. Who is the fastest? Well, there's a big cricket field here, and we put them to the test. A fella by the name of McCarthy. He played for one of the team, and they took off running a 400 around this track, and this is a big 400 track, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, probably a little more than 400. Yeah.
So they